Hello everyone. Greetings, beautiful butterflies in transformation, just like me. Welcome to our our Thursday weekly energy reading. I think we said I decided to do them on Mondays and Thursdays, or to have them out Mondays and Thursdays. That way your Thursday reading today will pretty much cover the period of Thursday through Sunday. And hopefully there'll be some aspect of the message that you can relate to, because the energy readings are always done with the intention of pulling in the vibration from those people who are on Patreon. So I want to start first with the Angel Therapy Oracle cards. And I want to pull some extra cards, some bonus cards for spiritual guidance first for the week. So let's see what the angels want to say to us. And I just want to clear the energy. And I hadn't gotten myself totally together. A few things I'm missing in my environment, which disturb me if I cannot find them. We're also going to pull our regular oracle guidance from the Sacred Traveler. And of course, I'll be using the Energy Oracle. You guys know this is my thing. I think I'm going to use a mini deck as well. And today I feel like I want to use the Quantum Oracle and maybe the Enchanted Map. I just want to take a deep breath while we ask for divine guidance and whatever the most urgent or dominant messages are that need to come through, that those messages come through loud and clear for us, and that I be able to receive the 2080, and that you be open to receiving whatever the spiritual messages are for us for this reading. The intention is that the spiritual messages provide some modicum of benefit to all of us on some level. And that the tarot messages, which will come in the second part of our reading, be the more specific messages. So let's take a look at what the angels have to say to us. All right. So we have Angel Raphael, and Angel Raphael is the healing angel, and so he's giving us a shout out just to let us know that he's working with us in whatever healing we may be doing right now. And you could be healing something physical in your life. You could be recovering from a relationship breakup, or dealing with something that has upset your household or your finances and maybe has you in a bit of a predicament right now, and you are doing all that you can to recover from that. Some of you could be in relationships and having some issues in a relationship with someone that you love, and you feel as though you're healing, or you're beginning to come to a common accord, and harmony and balance is being restored. So Archangel Raphael is just present in today's reading to let us know and to assure us that there is healing that's going on various levels, and we want to be mindful of that. So we thank you, Archangel Raphael. And at the bottom of the deck, we have our third eye chakra, which is just reminding us that it's safe to see the energy of love, and that if you happen to be having visions, or you feel as though you're communicating with angels, or your spirit team is somehow making itself known to you, either through communication with animals or spirit and power animals coming into your life, or maybe vivid dreams, or any number of things, that this is all the energy of love and you don't have anything to be afraid of. These are the ways that we receive our higher guidance, okay? I remember making a call out last night that I was ready to go to the next level, and I asked for my spirit team to help me get to that level. And so I really am going to get more serious about my my dream journal, because I have been having more dreams lately since I asked for that. And I'm noticing, like I had one 2 days ago of someone that I really care about passing away, and I don't know what that is about, because typically when I've had dreams like that, they've been more like metaphors. They've never been the actual like knowledge in the dream that the person was passing away and feeling the emotion. It's been some sort of cryptic message that ended up manifesting. So it's kind of interesting. I was wondering about that, and just looking around in my environment and just wondering who was going next, you know. But I don't know. I thought that was interesting, and I've been having a lot more vivid dreams, but I'm still not at the point where I'm recording them on a regular basis. So we got the Sacred Traveler deck here, and just want to know what energy, what messages do we need to know this week? What's the critical urgent message that all of our beautiful butterflies need this week? We know we've got that Archangel Raphael there, who's present, letting us know that, you know, making his presence known, letting us know that healing is occurring and he's there for healing. And it's so interesting because you can see this deck right here, right? As I'm getting ready to stack these up, we had these two cards here facing up. I don't know how they got face up, but we're going to just take a look at those messages. But the message that comes out to us is surrendering to the journey. And this is really key, because it's all about, you know, giving up that fixation we have that ultimately we are the ones in control. And when we feel that way and we forget that we're co-creating, we don't make space for spirit to move through our lives and bring us the blessings, and to move those things out of our lives that aren't blessings. And it's often very difficult to surrender to the journey, because it really does mean checking the level of resistance that you have to the direction that your life is moving in. And as long as you're resistant to the journey and you're not surrendering to the journey, what is happening is that you can't really see what spirit is trying to do in your life, because you're fighting it. So I feel like part of the healing message that we're getting from Archangel Raphael, as his energy is felt and he's making his presence known, is that part of that healing really is letting go and surrendering to what is trying to happen in your life, and giving it time to manifest in the way that you can make meaning of it. Because the way things happen for us in this third dimensional reality is that it takes time for things to manifest. And while we are holding our vibration, because we're all about that vibrational life, y'all, we're all about that abundant life, while we are holding that faithfully, really believing that we're bringing those things into existence, there are all multitude of things that are happening behind the scenes trying to help us move forward. So we got to always remember that we got to surrender to the journey of life. It's the journey that is the beautiful aspect of life. It's not getting to the place. So don't rush anything that you're dealing with this week. If you are you know, having a relationship to bud, just enjoy the journey. Don't rush anything. Don't put any expectations. Just release the need to try to control things, and really get a feeling for where things are going. Step into the energy of wonder and possibility, okay? And then we got a breaking trail, some type of breakthrough is at hand. And then we have go slow, take your time. So these are cards that just happen to turn up And so there's, for some of you guys, some type of breakthrough literally is at hand, and something that you've been waiting for is going to begin to manifest, and it's happening right now underneath the surface, and it may have something to do with the healing over here. And then this go slow and take your time means really a lot like the surrendering to the journey. Just be patient. You know, don't try to push anything. Don't try to rush anything. Realize that whatever it is that's happening right now, it's all happening for you. And you see as much as what you need to see and nothing more. And that's okay. Because if we knew everything that was going to happen, our lives would be so different. And we couldn't appreciate the important things. Our focus would be in the wrong place. So surrender to the journey. Go slow. Take your time this week. This is a time this week to just take a deep breath, you know, breathe deeply, have gratitude, notice the small things. Fell out with all tied up. Some of you may be in some anxiety. Okay, I saw that all tied up card, which represents anxiety. So for those of you who may be feeling some sort of anxiety, just know that the anxiety in and of itself, as awful as it feels, is growing you. It's teaching you about some aspect that you need to work on, or some realization that you actually need to come to. Maybe it's a job situation that's really, really stressing you out, and it's time to really consider taking your life in another direction. Maybe it's a relationship, someone that you've broken up from, or you're no longer with, and you are still in the aftermath of it, and it's creating anxiety for you, and it's time to make a decision about healing, and it's time to make a decision about, you know, what is in your best interest. So we're going into the energy oracle right now. We want to look at what the messages are from our energy oracle, what our energy is looking like right now as we're moving into this latter part of the week and the weekend. We know we're surrendering to some things. We're stepping back. We're letting things take their time. We're being present. We have the Daughter Romance. That's beautiful. Wow, card number 33. Look at that. So some of you will actually be stepping up your love energy over the next few days. Some of you might be contemplating new possibilities. You may be feeling love in the air. Love can actually be coming into your life, or you might feel yourself healing more deeply, you know, and being more willing to allow love to actually come into your life. Because whenever I see this card too, it just reminds me that love has flowed out, and there's been some heartache, but love is trying to flow in. And sometimes we can't be fully open to the new possibilities because we either have hurt or we have put certain expectations on love. I'm hearing expectations on love. And we can't put expectations on love. Like, we really have to be open to however it presents itself and whatever package it comes in. So the door is open, but we have to give ourselves permission to go through that door. We have to give ourselves permission to really believe that we have the ability to move towards love. And we're not stationary. We're not trapped. And we're not a victim of what we might feel has been happening in our love life, whether we are in confusion or whether we feel like we're alone and we don't have a mate. There are any multitude of possibilities that are trying to come in, but you can't be closed off. You've got to lift your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to realize that love is all around you. And that's what this card is telling me. Love is all around you. And as you cultivate that mindset, you will begin to see that love really is all around you. Literally, it's all around you. So this is our central card. I'm really loving on that card, okay? And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the garden and the gate. So for some of us, I feel like you might be looking and feeling a little apprehensive. It could be something that you could be considering this week, and you might be a little timid or a little put off walking away. So this is card number 27. And so when I'm looking at this card, I'm realizing, and we know that many of us have left things behind, you know, coming into this new year. We've walked away from things in the last couple of 3 weeks that aren't serving us anymore, that don't make us feel good, that don't resonate with us anymore. But when you look at this card, she's walking away from something and she's closing a door, although she's still looking back, which is part of the normal sea of what happens when we're leaving things behind. And whenever we're walking away from something, we are in a healing process. We're in the throes of healing, but at the same time, we're walking towards possibility. We're walking towards things that are unfolding in our favor, regardless of what we believe. Everything is always working out for us, but we're walking towards things that are unknown. And so there's a lot of possibility in this card. And this is a beautiful card, because whatever you're leaving behind, trust me, it is only to move towards something that is going to give you a better way of life. And that's something that a lot of you are walking away from. Is going to provide you some opportunity in your life. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. I love him. This is my special angel. This is my angel. Like, I really connect with Archangel Gabriel. And he's the communication angel. And this is the chakra that I dream about. So this is very special to me. This is number 12, which is the number 3. And you're creating new things because you're communicating more clearly. And for a lot of you, whatever it is you're healing, whatever you're walking away from, it may have everything to do with you really having made the decision to be more authentic and to align with and communicate what your needs really are. For others of you this week, with our self-love challenge going on, we really are literally doing some healing. Today's challenge is to communicate a boundary and to tell someone no, to pick up the phone, ideally, or to see someone face to face, ideally, or even to text or to write a letter and let someone know what you're no longer going to tolerate. And if need be, let them know the consequence of it happening again. And this should be another adult. And it doesn't have to be combative. It can just be you saying, you know, I've decided that I really don't have time anymore to participate in the monthly, whatever it is. My priorities are realigning, and so it's important that I place my energy into something else. And it's you having carried a load around on some level and not being able to speak for yourself in the way that you really want to, and just you being authentic about it and saying your truth and walking away from whatever it is, feeling relief and feeling like you are now more aligned. You'd be surprised when we stop holding things in and we start making our boundaries known and we enforce our boundaries. You'd be surprised at the healing that can actually occur. So many of you are walking away from some things because you've communicated and aligned with who you are and what it is you want. And others of you may be in communication regarding a relationship, or you may need to communicate in a relationship what it is that you want in order to bring greater balance into that relationship. I want to pull one more card from the Quantum Oracle. So we're walking away from things that don't feel good anymore. And we're loving ourselves more this week. Okay? And we're just appreciating the beauty of life a lot more by taking our time to be present and by no longer resisting whatever is happening. I just didn't really expect for those two, but they jumped out. So we'll go ahead and take them. All right. So we have transformation. Okay, I love this card. It's a card number 5. At the bottom of the deck, we have courage. Whatever you're doing, whatever this transformation is, whatever this creative endeavor is that you might be following, or following your heart. It takes courage, okay? And it definitely takes the ability to give voice and to move on it. So transformation is happening. You're in a cycle of transformation right now. That's the important thing to really remember, that we go through various cycles in our lives, and whatever is happening, we're always in motion. We're always moving towards something. We're always in a particular rhythm. And the rhythm that you're in right now is transformation. And whenever we are in transformation, we are healing those things that need to be healed. Okay, and we are walking away and leaving behind things. And transformation can feel so turbulent that oftentimes we have no choice but to surrender to it. All right, it's great to be conscious of it. Really, to be conscious of it, meaning to know when the all hell breaks loose, that's what's happening, and to move through it on a conscious level so that you don't feel totally overwhelmed. You remember that you're being guided towards your greatness, transformation. So when we look at what's being transformed, you're being healed. Okay, you're leaving some old beliefs behind and some ways of being and just some ways of doing things. And you are in the process of really reforming underneath the surface. And some of y'all literally are transforming in that you've moved away from something really big in your life. And many of you are transforming as you try to heal your heart. Okay, and a love situation, or you may be transforming in the way that you're beginning to look at love in your life. With the self-love challenge that's going on this week, the goal ultimately is to have us all in a place where we love ourselves more, and we're not looking for anything outside of ourselves to fill the voids that are our responsibility to fill. Other people never fill those voids, because they can't. So we have also a creative endeavor. So between now and the weekend, some of you guys may be attending an event. I know for sure I'm going to a play this weekend. This could be my energy. But you will be given expression to something that you enjoy doing. For many of you all, it will actually be going somewhere over the weekend. But whatever it is, it will be an outlet for your creativity. It's going to be something that makes you feel good. It's going to be something that's going to give you pleasure. And for some of y'all, it could be a hobby. Like literally, some of you could be going to the mountains this weekend. Some of you could be going to the beach, getting away. If you're a photographer, you may be escaping to a very scenic place to take pictures, or, you know, maybe you decide to throw yourself into your instrument or an old hobby that you haven't made time for in years. But this weekend between now and Sunday, and depending upon where you are in this energy, because remember, the space-time continuum can shift. So this could be upcoming energy. It could actually reflect something you've been in for some weeks, or something that you have more recently participated in. But this is like returning to do something that gives you a sense of appreciation for the moment. It's like, okay, I want to do this, and so I'm going to surrender to this over the weekend, okay? And I'm going to allow myself to feel gratitude and appreciation and take advantage of this moment to just really be present and relax and do something that feels good. I'm not one that gets out. I'm a homebody, and my husband loves to go places, you know. But I can't wait to go to this play. And I think we're going Friday or Saturday. He loves to go to plays and so forth. So we have choose wisely. All right. We have truth. And we have rest and rejuvenate. Okay. So Some of you are making some critical decisions this weekend. At the bottom of the deck, we have movement, choices, and decisions. We have the number 2. It could be relationships. It could be related to your harmony in your home and with your finances. Okay, heart matters. All those things that ground us. All right, so you're making choices about the direction that you want to go in. What direction is going to show you the most growth? What direction represents the things that you want to unify in your life? All right, actions you want to take. So we have movement. Things are happening this weekend, choices and decisions. But these decisions that you're going to be making this weekend, I feel like they're not happening by force. They're happening because of an inner process that you are going through, that you are looking at and being able to see. This card here is a truth card. This is a major arcana card. And this card, we're going to read this card here. But this card here is about bringing things back into balance. It's about approaching a situation with fairness and knowing that things are working out according to the highest intention. Okay, it's also about being honest. And it's about listening to your own personal truth and standing on that. What I'm hearing is there's something that for some of you guys may have come up, and you're looking at the harsh truth that is in front of you, or you're looking at your personal truth that's in front of you, and you'll be making some decisions this weekend. And the Choose Wisely card is to remind you that there are a multitude of options that may be available to you, but it's up to you to make the wisest choice, and to make the choice that's grounded in reality, that's grounded in what you need, and the choice that really helps you to unify these various aspects of your life. In other words, you don't want to be looking at a situation with your head in the clouds. You want to really look at the realism of what it is you're dealing with. For some of you all, you are walking away from something, or you're making a decision to leave an old life behind that has to do with maybe something that has put you in a situation in your love life that has you feeling blocked, or that blocked you, or that caused you to feel insecure, or that even loving perhaps was not safe. And so this is a time of really going within, meditating, taking that silent time, and realizing that you are in transformation right now. And when you're in transformation right now, something new comes out of that. All right, something new comes out of it. Something new is reborn. And most oftentimes we end up having to leave behind things that we know have been blockages for us. So this is also a reminder to you to stay that path and to do the things that will free you up the blocks. Okay? Although you might be looking back, continue forward. Okay? Because you're moving towards something else. You see this? Both of these cards are really reminding me to say that you're moving forward. And this one is first, and then I believe we have this one, right? And so it's like you're looking back here, but you're still moving forward. You're still on the other side of the gate. But here you're resolute. You've made a decision to let something go, but also to release control of trying to force something that maybe just wasn't working. And when I look at the order here, especially with this card being directly in the center, let's just take a look. Let's look at this truth card, and let me see. I'm going to be mindful too of our time. Wow. Okay, so we got this truth card, which is a major arcana card, and I just want to read this. This is evaluation of the past along with the lessons that you've learned, okay? This card is about a spiritual awakening, having greater clarity, and the revelation of truth, okay? So we really are in transformation. So things have become clear to you at this point, I feel, which is why you're making this decision over here. Things are becoming clear to you and you're making choices. And the caveat is to make the wisest choice. Make the choice that is going to stand the test of time. And oftentimes these are not always the easy choices. They often are more difficult. And it's easy to get confused in the illusions and to have our heads up in the clouds. And that's not what this is about. It's recognizing that you have options. And in those options, making the best possible choice and not being afraid to move forward, which is really why you have to take some time out and rest and rejuvenate. And like, get out this weekend or do something fun. Get out of your normal routine. Okay, do something that's going to relax you and rejuvenate you and allow you to change your energy. So this card is also talking about, like I said, wisdom. Okay, wisdom is when we take the things that have happened, the experiences that we've had, and we use them to move us forward in our life. We use them as the backdrop to propel us forward. We recognize that these things have happened for a reason, and we don't doubt the journey that we have been on. That's what wisdom is really about. And this card here, truth, y'all, reminds you that a significant change must be made in a particular area of your life so that you can move forward. All right. So it's not about making hasty decisions. You know, we had that card about take your time earlier. It says, but don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgment. So you can feel the energy that's coming across in this reading is, you know, choices are being made. Transformation is happening. Walking away from something, not looking back, using your experiences and the truths of what you have had to deal with as the propelling force to help you to realize that something has to change and you can't continue moving forward in this particular way. Whatever choices that you make, those choices are going to have far-reaching implications. And so it's also about trusting what you know to be true. Trusting what you know to be true. And I'm going to go back to this card, this third eye chakra card here, which is about trusting the intuitive guidance and the higher wisdom that you've been getting about a particular situation or about something that, for a lot of you guys, I feel is a heart matter. Okay. So far, I'm not seeing anything related very much to work, except we know that this is all about, y'all, this reading is about choices. So you guys have some choices. Y'all in the midst of making some real serious decisions about some things, and you're being guided to look at the truth of the situation, to move forward, and to know that whatever the decision is that you make, it is going to have some far-reaching implications on all levels of your life. But it provides you for a chance to heal and work on all of your chakras. So that's the first part of our tarot guidance. I'm going to be using, for the second part, a new deck I got, which I really like. I mentioned it to you guys a little while ago, about a week. It's called the Anarchy Tarot. And I'm going to pull 3 more messages to clarify these 3 cards in front of us. Something you need to see and be willing to look at based on your experience. Okay, this is not about going back, everybody. This is about moving forward based on new knowledge. Okay, it's about being fearless and surrendering to whatever the divine has planned for you. So wherever it is in your life, you might be making a choice. I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with heart matters. Whatever these decisions are, though, they are super important. They're super important in their long range in terms of their ramification. This is the 20. And like I said, I feel like this has to do with things that ground you. The people in your life you know, marriages, relationships, love life, everything that's important to you in this earthly realm. You guys don't forget we have a new moon coming up this weekend. So do expect me on Sunday or before Sunday to post some new moon guidance. I might even do a bonus reading. Hopefully you have a chance to look at yesterday's bonus pick a card reading, which was really about what you need to surrender. Let's see what Spirit has. Lots of options, lots of decisions, but weigh them carefully. You are choosing. You're going to be guided about this choice that you have to make, or whatever the best, somewhere between now and coming up through the early part of the weekend, y'all. You're going to be guided. There's going to be some sort of clear sign that's going to show you what the best decision is to make. And whatever it is you decide, make sure that you cement that with a new moon ritual on Sunday, and you set some new intentions to move forward in that particular area of your life. I feel like guidance is going to really be flowing strong your way, so look out for it. In fact, I know it is. There's going to be some type of guidance that's going to come in over the next few days that's going to help whatever this decision is that you're making be very clear, and look out for that guidance. Ask Spirit to show you, look out for it, and be willing to, when it comes, to really see it for what it is, because what it's going to do is it's going to augment your truth, what you already know. Because whatever it is you're dealing with, you are freeing yourself from a situation. You see this 8 of Swords card, which is upside down? You're healing, and you're going to get the message you need, because that message is going to free you, it's going to heal you, and it's going to be a resounding confirmation of whatever it is that you already knew. Okay? You're coming out of a period of really feeling inhibited, feeling trapped, and really, really confused. And you're seeing things more clearly. And in seeing things more clearly, you're having to make a decision. And you're not going to be able to make that decision unless you get, oops, sorry, y'all. You're not going to be able to make that decision unless you get super clear. And you need, in order to get clear, you need quiet. Okay, and you also need enjoyment. You need freeing energy. You need to shift your energy and be in a space of clearing your energy field. And you need to be in a more high vibrational place to tap into what is best for you. All right. We have the 5 of Cups here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay? So, this is confirmation. This is confirmation that this situation that you're going to be making a decision about has to do with your love life and your home life. Your love life, your home life, or your partner, or what it is that you depend on to give you a sense of uprightness in the world. What makes you feel grounded. So these are kind of major transformations that you're moving through. I feel like you're out of the worst of it, though. Okay? This is confirming for me that this is what the decision is about. Okay? It's about maybe not getting what you needed, or not getting what you need, and having gone through in the past some real despair and some real heartache. And when I see these 2 cards together, my gosh, like, and I see, well, we got the 5, both of these are 5s, y'all. And you know 5s are about challenges and changes, and underneath that we got the 5 of Rods. So whatever the situation is you've been in, it has not been affirming. In the past, it was not affirming you. There was some animosity, or people who are not on the same, whose goals are not aligned. Okay, and oftentimes it made you feel like you were on the outside. Okay, And for a lot of you guys, it could have actually caused you to have a very contracted view of what was actually possible. I feel like I'm hearing for some of you guys, you stayed with this situation for a long time. And you weathered the storms. Like you really weathered the storms. And this was definitely a heart matter or something that took you pretty deep. You see this image here, both of these images. And maybe it was something you prayed about and you sought guidance for. Okay. But it has created a lot of turmoil for you. And whatever the decision is that you're making this week, or the energy that you'll be coming into whenever it is that you see this reading, you're going to know that you know the truth. The truth is within you, and the truth shall set you free. Okay, so don't be afraid. The truth shall set you free, and this situation is going to be a healing situation. Okay, don't forget, Archangel Raphael is in the building, in the house. Okay, so whatever it is you're dealing with, your primary focus is to get quiet, to look at the truth, to recognize that whatever decision it is that you're making, it needs to be grounded in the reality of what you already know. Past experience and wisdom. This has long-ranging implications. Don't resist whatever it is that's trying to move you forward in your life. Don't get stuck looking back. Keep moving. All right? It's time to heal your heart and open up to the possibilities of more love flowing in, and to recognize that you are in a transformational period. Okay? You are in a transformational period. But whatever's going on, you are in the midst of freeing yourself from having felt trapped, okay, and having felt like your hands were tied, okay? But you definitely don't want to go back to this. And for those of you who could resonate with being in this space, the same is true, okay? Do whatever it is you need to do to move forward. Have faith. Release any fears, any scarcity mindset that you can't get what it is you want, and you can't be in this place where you need to be. And I feel like I want to pull from these grateful as FUCK cards. And let's look at what you need to be grateful for, because gratitude is the attitude, y'all. It just really is. No matter what's going on in your life, when you are grateful and when you remember the multitude of things that you have to be grateful for, you can't go wrong, okay? And they can be little things, they can be mundane, or they can be extraordinary things that need to be brought to your attention. But this also gives us a little humor. Okay, I want to end on a light note, because it looks like this weekend will hold major decision-making possibilities for you guys. Ultimately, you're transforming. Something is dying, okay? Or something has already died. You're not trying to resuscitate it, okay? You're remembering the transformation. And for some of you guys, really, and you'll know what it is you're supposed to do because you already know within you. Look at it this way. In this energy here, and this is right in the center, and I'm being guided to say this, in this energy here, you are sure. So if you have any doubt whatsoever, that's not the right decision. This energy of this reading is about being sure, and like I said, your sign is going to come through early in the weekend. Be ready for it. You are definitely in a space of healing. All right, with this star card here, the worst is already behind you, and we know what the worst looks like. The worst is already behind you, okay? All right, well, we have two things calling our attention, okay? We have finding money in your dirty clothes. Be grateful for finding money in your dirty clothes. That's free money without stealing. Hell yes. Practicing gratitude can be as easy as stopping for a second and throwing up a hand to the big genie in the sky that makes cash appear in your own dirty pocket. I found some money what did I find? I found, I think it was a coin, but you know what? To the millionaire, a penny is just was worth as much money as $100 bill. So we're grateful for whatever comes our way. And then we have friends. Be grateful for your friends, okay? Friends see the light in you even when you're fucking up. Having even such ride or die is a huge effing blessing. Do yourself a favor and send a text to whoever comes to mind, thanking them for being awesome. Okay? Or go medieval on their ass, and pick up the phone and call. I like that because that really is like going medieval. Voicing gratitude with actual words from your actual mouth is like Viagra for your gratitude boner. So guys, these cards are a little bit, they can be a little bit abrasive, but it's really a cute little deck. It's a cute little deck, even though they can be a tad bit abrasive. So be grateful for your friends this weekend. Okay, be grateful for all the times you have found money in your dirty clothes. You may find some now. I used to be someone who would hide money and then I would forget about it. And back when I was running my school, I dealt in a lot of cash. So sometimes, I remember one day, y'all, this is going to sound crazy, I found $1,200, literally. And it was right on the heels of praying for several $100s. And I found $1,200 that I had put somewhere. I mean, like, who loses that sum of money, or how does that type of sum of money get displaced? But you'd be surprised how the angels will work things out for you and put things in certain places during certain periods of your life so that you can find them later on when you need them and can really appreciate it. So this is a beautiful, beautiful reading, everybody. You are transforming just like a butterfly. You're going to be healing your heart and releasing those things that have caused you to feel like you had to protect your heart. You're walking away from the things that didn't value you or don't serve you anymore, and you're surrendering to whatever life has for you. But at the end of the day, the more specific guidance has to do with your love life, your home life, your situation, getting clarity with that and making a choice based on truth. Okay, really, 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 I feel like this could be a timeless reading for us. This may be a reading that later on, some months from now, I'll post on YouTube, because I feel like this is kind of a timeless reading. It's about making choices in our life that bring us greater happiness, fulfillment, and that secure our base, and walking away from the things that we know based on experience don't serve us anymore. So I do feel like it's an urgent message for us this week, but it's also a timeless message. So I'm sending y'all much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful, empowering weekend.